Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So I don't know if a lot of you have heard that Regina Daniels has got her own house. So you all know that they were living in Abuja. That is where Nwoko lives. They were living in Abuja. Regina left Abuja and then came to Lagos to come and buy a house. And this is what she posted on Instagram. A lot of these topics I get involved when I feel like there's a message there to share. Okay, let me open it. My Instagram. So she shared it there on Instagram. Let me show you guys what she shared. She said she captioned it. She posted this picture with her at the balcony, and she said, "In my house, I am a queen." Listen to this.
Hey Summer, as you know, this is like the third time that I've tried to get into your Airbnb, and I'm really happy that on this occasion I was able to get a date. I want you to know that you're doing a great job. As soon as I stepped in, it felt like home. It really did. And you know how we can be fussy, right? You're doing a great job. Everywhere was clean. Everything was tidy. Everything is working. How rare is that? But yeah, this is to say thank you for a really beautiful stay. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to book another one. God bless you, Summer. Bye.
In my house, I am a queen. And she said, I needed a roof over my head, so I got this one for me and my family. Yeah, we'll break it down in a second. That's what she posted. And then she has this picture, right? I think that's the front door. And then this picture of the front yard. Then this video. And then this picture of herself at the front door as well. And then this other picture with her, I think that's her big brother at the balcony. And then there's another picture of her. And then that's her at the door. And that's her with her brother. Don't forget that yesterday there was a videos of her on social media. They were in a private jet going somewhere. So apparently they were in a private jet coming to Lagos. So now let's unpack her caption, and then I will say one or two things that I want to say, right? So her caption, she said, "In my house, I am a queen." Remember the video where they said she was experiencing DV, domestic violence, in Nwoko's house, that there was yelling and everything. Nwoko was not in that video. And she said something. She said, "In Nwoko's house, I am nothing. In my own house, I am a queen." And I remember saying to myself, does Regina have her own house? Because as far as we see, what we see on social media, she lives with Nwoko. And even sometimes when I look at those videos of her in Nwoko's house, I always think about the fact that the interior decor of the house is not the style of a girl her age. It is the style of an older person. You understand? It's not the end of the world, but I'm just saying that I noticed that a lot. Okay, going back to this caption, "In my house, I am a queen." She already said that in that video that trended. Now, if she made that statement then, does it not mean when she didn't have a house? Because as far as we know, well, she didn't have a house. She lived in his house. So for her to have said, "In my house, I am a queen," does it mean that this house, she already bought it before now? Wait. Why was she saying, "In my house, I am a queen," at a time when she didn't have this house yet? And then she's now using that word again now to now say this. Does it mean that she already planned this? Listen to this. Now, you know when there was a time there was a misunderstanding that it went viral and all of the stuff. She was not wearing her ring and all of that. And they say she and Nwoko had problems. We all know there was a bit of stuff that went on around then. And then later she came back. Could it be that she came back with the intention to be prepared for the next time? You know, there's something they call trial run. I'm going to start laughing. Let me calm down. You know, there's something they call trial run. Is it possible that first marriage problem was a trial run for her to realize that, okay, I actually need to go and be prepared before I leave? Would that be a smart thing to do? Of course. Especially in a country like Nigeria, where a lot of women end up going empty-handed when marriages end. And I saw something somewhere, I can't confirm if it's true, that they said Nwoko's wives, they don't like, none of the cars belong to them, they drive his cars, right? It's not like Nwoko doesn't go buy, I can't confirm if it's true, but like he doesn't buy his wife's cars, he lets them drive the cars that he bought, right? That he buys things in his own name and they have freedom to use it. And don't remember that I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section. And if you want to Google it, it's summerhealthyweightloss.com, because it's not just about losing weight, but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve. You don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's summerhealthyweightloss.com. That is my website. Ferrari that Regina was saying she'd like to cry in. You know, that Ferrari that Regina Daniel is driving, Leila drives it as well. One day Regina posts or with it, the next day Leila posts with it. You understand? And then next thing you see Nwoko is driving it. You get what I mean? So okay, so could it be she went back to go prepare for her final exit? We don't know. I'm just saying, you know, things that would come to your mind. Okay, now if you go back, you will see that she now said, I needed a roof over my head, so I got this for me and my family. Now, she needed a roof over her head. That's one. That is to say that Nwoko's house is no longer a roof over her head, because she, as far as we knew, there was already a roof over her head. Now she's now saying for her and her family. What family? Because you can't tell me that Nwoko is planning to move from Abuja to Lagos. I don't think so. So if she's getting a house in Lagos, does it mean she's moving away from Nwoko? Like, not just moving away, the marriage is over, but like moving away, like not in the same state with him. What then happens to the children? And when she say my family, and she's moving states, Nwoko is in Abuja, she's buying house in Lagos. So is Nwoko added to the family, or she has decided that this is it this time? And then another question I want to ask, you know, before I ask that question, right? Another thing I want us to notice is that her family is always around her, her brothers, her sister, you know. So when she now said a roof over my head, so I got this for me and my family. So is she now like, okay, her family as in her siblings, or is it her family as in her children? Because I don't know, if you look at Nwoko, from what we've seen, his children are under his roof. I don't know if Nwoko would let Regina move those children from Abuja to Lagos. Am I making sense? Then it's tricky. I am someone that advocates for children to have access to both their parents, because now papa and mama break up, now papa and mama fight. Children did not break up with their father, or they did not break up with their father, they did not break up with their mother. So because their parents broke up doesn't mean that the child broke up with their parents. You understand? I am a firm believer in, apart from very extreme cases where there's safety issues, or one parent is this or one parent is that and the children are not safe, you know what I mean? Apart from that, I believe strongly, and I advocate for it, because I am one of those children that missed out on one parent. I wouldn't wish it on any child, right? In spite of everything we say about Nwoko and all of these things, let me tell you guys one of my things that I like about. I'm not a fan of polygamy. I have always said it. I've not made it a secret. But I believe that when there are children involved, even if they are from different women, I believe in giving children opportunity to grow up with their siblings. And if I see a man that was able to achieve it, you know, one thing is to achieve it in your lifetime. But sometimes when the people die, their children may not be in good terms. May or may not be. I'm just saying. But at least the man can say, in this case, when it's the man that is the denominating factor, let's say they share the same father, you know, different mothers, the man has a role of the man has the role, of making sure that these children know each other and grow up together as siblings. No matter how much I dislike polygamy and all of that, I always have this thing about, respect. I may disrespect whatever else the person is doing, but I have respect for men, especially because I think women are always very able to, if they have children from different men, maybe a woman is widowed or something and then have children with a new, women are very good at making sure that those children grow up as siblings, as if children from the same parents. But a lot of the time is men that fail. So I admire men. I may not admire them in other ways, but I like when men try to make sure their children grow up together as siblings. And when you look at Nwoko's children, you can see that those children mix very well. I like that for children. The same thing I like about Davido. You see that his children, you can see he's always putting them together. And I like that about Davido. So now the question, like I said already, is if Regina Daniels decide to move states, it's going to be tricky. Because I believe that Nwoko will not let his children out of his sight. I don't think he would. And most of the time by law, considering that Abuja is where these children have always lived, if they were to go to court, most judges would be in favor of the children staying in the household they've always been in. They try to avoid disorientating the children, or you know what I mean, like moving them from their comfort zone, and I don't know about Nigeria now. So any kind of trauma that would bring about them, or else they can be using private jet to go and fly them from Abuja to Lagos for the weekend, and and don't forget that Nwoko always had nannies for those children. That Regina being there or not, the nannies will do their job, and if they go to Regina, they'll be with Regina, and when they go, okay, that's that. Let me now, I think I'll finalize with this. If there's anything else I want women to get, now I'm not going to come here and say Regina is a saint or blah blah blah. Me, I even have a separate video. I never got a chance to make it. I've been going through a lot, but I want to speak of, when I say this, what I mean is that I believe strongly that the king where they take flog red Nwoko for social media, this van no throw away, when I finish, when I carry the remaining part of the cane, Mona give Regina some flogging too. Let me tell you, she has the right to marry who she wants to marry. I have always said that. We may say this is not really the ideal, this is not really the best idea. She has a right to. You understand? She wants to marry a man that has 1 million wives. All of that is her private life. One of the areas that I personally am not a fan of is how much this young woman, how much she didn't let the poor breathe. She did not let the poor breathe. The way it's her life, but I feel like the way she depressed the neck of the poor, especially the poor young boys and girls. The way I will make it, if I have the time, I want to make a video to talk about someone being an influencer, and then you say, what exactly is your influence in the lives of others? Bianca Ono married an older man. Bianca Ono married into wealth. Ojukwu was not poor. But Bianca Ono, even though in their own time there was no social media, she went and did, but there was newspapers or whatever. Bianca Ono never flaunted wealth in the faces of people. She never, if I can use the word, oppressed the poor. The way Regina, I personally feel like it's okay. You marry rich man, there's money there, it's fine, but take it easy. As an influencer, what is your influence? Also, so honestly, I feel like all we see of Regina Daniels is how much richer she has become since she married Nwoko, how much richer she has become. So the young girls that she is influencing in the name of, that's what they call them, influencers. What is she influencing them into? You understand my point? All that, I'd rather cry in a Ferrari than laugh in a keke, or whatever, all those, whatever. They are just petty and unnecessary. That's that area in this day and age where a lot of young people end up becoming desperate because of what they see. You understand? Okay, let's leave that. We're going to derail. But that aside, hopefully this would show other women examples of how to be prepared. Financially, be prepared when walking away. There are some people that were not prepared and they still found a way out. Like they still eventually got there. But what I want to speak about is money is very important, especially if you've dedicated your life as a woman to just be a wife, and just a stay-at-home mom and all of those things. Sometimes, in some cases, it becomes a trap that no matter what the situation is, there are women that have died in DV situations, domestic violence, because there was no money to live. It's like, if I go, the man became their all in all, that if they left, they have no way to even see Gary to drink. So the men become everything, become a god to them. You understand? That is why they stayed. You know what I mean? I always say it. I'm not here promoting marriage breakup, never. What I'm saying is that when a couple can no longer stay together, let them go in their separate ways in peace, and they stay together and end each other's lives. That has always been my take on it. There is only one life. You understand? And something else, what's it called? I want to say is that, I don't know how Nwoko's other wives, how they left or how whatever happened in their situation. I believe, I said, they made a video which I was saying that the way things are going, I believe that one day Ned will regret ever meeting. He will regret ever marrying Regina, because the way he's going right now, I don't think is the way he's used to. I don't know. I'm just saying, you see the Moroccan wife that is very quiet and seems to be taking whatever. Although she don't start business now, she don't start business now. But Regina, I believe, say the man said don't they marry before, you don't get many wives before. I don't believe any of them don't shake him like this Regina. I don't believe. And that is the thing about the Gen Z. Sorry. That's the thing. Sorry, guys. That's the thing about these Gen Z people, Gen Z girls. He may have been doing it for centuries. He go try Gen Z, see as he be. You know what I mean? It's a different kettle of about the talker. It's a different ball game altogether. Believe it or not, there is something about stories like this that the world keeps watching and say, what happens next? Let's see. What happens next? Let's see. What happens next? Let's see. You know what I mean? Anyways, I saw that. I wanted to share it. It's a long video. Sorry, I didn't want it to be a long video. Anyways, a long video now may be discouraged to edit and upload. I wanted to share that with you guys. As always, whatever your opinions are, leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.